Hi, I'm Raju. In this video, I'm going to narrate 4 amazing incidents from the life of the great Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was born on July 18, 1918 in the small village of Mvezo, South Africa. He became a symbol of peace to the world as he was actively involved in nonviolent defiance against the South African government. This amazing individual was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize along with South African President F.W.D. Klerk for their efforts to take apart the country's apartheid system. In 1994, Mandela became South Africa's first black president. He was an incredible man, but more humble than you can imagine. After his death, people shared their favorite memories of him. While these stories are of everyday things, it shows the incredible character of this humble human being. Jessie Duarte, Mandela's Deputy Secretary General, shared this amazing incident. Duarte reminisced that Mandela always made his own bed no matter where they traveled. This world leader took care of this mundane task no matter what. When he and Mandela went to Shanghai, they stayed in a fancy hotel. In Chinese hospitality, it requires that the housekeeping does all the cleaning of the rooms. For someone to clean their own room, it could be seen as an insult to the establishment. Duarte tried to get Mandela to not bother making his own bed while they were in Shanghai, but Mandela wouldn't budge. Instead, he told Duarte to call the staff down to his room. Of course, Duarte did exactly what Mandela asked. Mandela made sure that he explained to the hotel manager and all the cleaning ladies exactly why he wanted to make his own bed, and he hoped they wouldn't feel insulted. He never cared for what the higher authorities or the so-called important people of the society thought of him, but he cared very deeply of what the common man thought of him. He didn't want to hurt people's feelings. What a noble characteristic in a world leader. Wolfie Kodesh hid Mandela for 8 weeks in 1961. He shared this amazing incident about that stay. Kodesh said that he and Mandela had a discussion that slowly turned into an argument about who would be sleeping where in Kodesh's apartment. Kodesh told Mandela that he had a small camp stretcher in his cupboard and that he would sleep in that. He wanted Mandela to sleep in his bed. Mandela wouldn't have any of it. He said he didn't come to Kodesh's flat to put him out. Kodesh tried to reason with him. He told him it only made sense that he sleep on the camp stretcher because he was 5 foot something and Mandela was over 6 feet. At the end of it, Mandela slept on the camp stretcher and Kodesh slept in his own bed. Rick Stengel worked with Mandela for 2 years on his autobiography. He shared this amazing incident from 1994. Stengel and Mandela got into a propeller plane to fly to the killing fields of Natal. It was during the presidential election campaign and Mandela needed to give his speech to his Zulu supporters. Stengel decided to meet him at the airport and ride with him so they could continue their work after the speech. About 20 minutes from the time they were supposed to land, one of the engines of the plane stopped working. Some of the people on the plane started panicking. The airport had to prepare for an emergency landing, and the pilot managed to land the plane safely. The only thing that kept everyone on board calm was watching Mandela read his newspaper as if nothing were happening out of the normal. Stengel said that when they landed, Mandela said to him, "I was terrified up there," but his gentle spirit never let on to that fact. Steve Bloom, a South African photographer whose father was a political activist, told this amazing incident. Bloom remembers back in the 50s that his parents knew Mandela. They were all anti-apartheid activists. While Mandela was spending time with Bloom's family, he shared a story of a time he helped a white woman who was standing near her broken down car in Johannesburg. Mandela saw her and offered to help. After Mandela fixed the white woman's car, she offered to pay him 6 pence. He told her that the payment wasn't necessary and he was happy to help. The woman was shocked and asked, "But why else would you, a black man, have done that if you did not want the money?" Mandela answered her, "Because you were stranded at the side of the road." Mandela was a man that inspired so many people by his everyday actions. Every one of these people shared a story of his kindness, care, and countercultural approach to life. We should take a lesson from Mandela and realize that it is the little things we do in our lives that leave the most impact on others. You don't have to be a world leader or earn a Nobel Peace Prize to inspire the world around us. Thanks for watching.